How's it going, everybody? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today, we are doing a quick little update on the channel and bringing you another account for the Capital Raid weekend attacks. So I'm now adding 2 more additional accounts. So I'll give you 2 more additional days of Raid weekend content. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that. We're taking a look at how I was able to get just over 23,000 on this new account. Now I did switch up the names, so it is Vodos right now, but I did change it to one of my Angel alternative accounts. We're taking a look at what attacks I was able to do on which bases. So here we're looking at the Skeleton Park, going in with the somewhat of a classic version of the Graveyard Spam. However, this time I have brought a lot of giants. I remember last time when I had done this before, I did not have enough giants and everything died to this bomb tower behind a wall. You guys may or may not remember that one. If not, you can check it out. But on this attempt, I am trying to create a giant barrier of distractions in front of the Super Wizards. And that's where we dropped a couple of the graveyard spells to try and take out some of these defenses, but it's not working too well with the wizard tower there. But this is mostly, I believe, the classic setup of the Skeleton Park. Doesn't look like too much, or maybe nothing at all has been moved around. And so there was this one last mistake where I didn't have quite enough tanking to get in front of the Super Wizards. So a few of them did end up taking the aggro of the defenses, which is no good. But I do believe, even with all of these little minor mistakes, that this is probably as far as you can get in one attack with the basic layout. As you will see, we are starting to run out of the little skeletons, and the majority of the giants are starting to get very low health. And the big ones are these new defenses, the ones that reflect back to the troop that attacks them. So as we'll see, it's best to take them out with something that has high damage and high hit points. Because the wizard there kills itself. That giant is getting slammed by the other new defense. But on that one attack, we're able to get 3,630. So now let's take a look at the next few. That was in the next raid weekend, and we are looking at a finishing hit on the Balloon Lagoon. So this one we're trying to go for a lot of bonus points. So we are using the Flying Fortress as well as balloons. As long as the Flying Fortress stays alive, you get a lot of extra bonus Capital Peak gold, which is very nice. But yeah, we're just using the graveyards to distract this pesky rocket artillery, and then sneaking in some balloons to take out the remaining air targeting defenses. Went with air on this one because there were some backside bomb towers and crushers, and they do a lot of damage to ground troops. So now we just have 2 more bases. We actually did 2 hits on each of them. So we have the Barbarian Camp, which we were able to 2-shot, which is awesome. We went in, of course, with ground on the first attack, trying to just slam into the base and try to take out as much air targeting defenses as possible. And didn't want to place the graveyards too deep into the base, because I do want them to distract for the super wizards and the giants. But we're trying to get a lot of this right side of the base taken care of, so that on a second attack we can use air and we won't have to worry about all those crazy defenses. So we have a good group of super wizards up top, and then a massive group of super wizards down towards the middle of the base now. And they're slowly getting taken out. But we do end up taking out one of the air bombs, which is nice, and got the rocket artillery down to half health. So the first hit can look deceiving, as it doesn't look, too strong. But now we are able to just overwhelm the base with the rocket balloons. So we're dropping the graveyards on some of the harder to reach air targeting defenses. Then we are trying to work our way in with some rams to clear open this wall section, because once we do that, it opens up the deployment zone so that we can start to wrap around the top side of the base. We're able to get some of the air bomb hits distracted by the air skeletons, which is awesome. And then we just start sending in a couple of the rocket balloons for each of the air targeting defenses. Yeah, all that's left now is the cleanup portion. All the air targeting defenses are gone. So you can see that even with the first hit not looking like it got too much of the points, the second attack is able to clean up the rest of the base. So I highly recommend, if you're able to scout and find a weak spot in the barbarian camp, definitely try and two-shot it, as that will give you the most amount of points, the most consistently as well. And then the last but not least is we have the Capital Peak hit. We did the second and the third hit with this account. And so we're coming in with a slight variation. We have the 10 Super Wizards as normal, as well as the a few rams to get through the walls, but we have a P.E.K.K.A. to try and take out the Capital Peak Hall. And then you want to have usually a P.E.K.K.A. or at least a bunch of giants to protect the Super Wizards, because the Capital Peak does a ton of damage to them, and a lot of times it'll one-shot them. So that's where you have a decent little split where there's like one full health and one partial health Super Wizard to help speed things up. Then we have some random barbarians from a previous ram to help take out that hall. And it might have gone a little bit faster, might have gotten a little bit more with a level 4 P.E.K.K.A. But we were able to pick up 4,715 from that one attack. And last but not least is the final cleanup portion. So we're just dropping some of the graveyards over the air targeting defenses. And we see that all of the air targeting defenses are easily accessible by the balloons. All of them can be essentially directly targeted. And the more troops you keep alive, the more bonus gold you get. So almost right away, all the air targeting defenses are gone. And this defender actually had some air targeting traps, which is very interesting. A lot of times we see people defending against the sneaky archers or the ground graveyard spam strategy, but they actually had some air bombs, which is kind of crazy. That is how we were able to get all of the bonus gold. And we probably got an extra, I think, 500 or 600 from all of the different attacks put together. And got us 23,460. Which is kind of crazy. On a side note, I found that it does take about 2 days to make a new account and to get it to the Town Hall level 6 in order for you to play in the raid weekend. So if you're ever thinking about adding another account for your clan, just know that it will take about 48 hours. There's no way to get an additional builder without spending some money, so you are locked with the 2 builders. But you do start with some gems that you can use to help speed up. So just something to know if you're ever thinking about that. And if you found this video helpful and want to see more, I encourage you to subscribe and hit the like button. And there should be a couple more videos on the screen if you want to check out another one of my videos. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, take care.